Luca here from MiniWarGaming.com, and welcome to another episode of the Lost City Narrative Campaign. This is our open sandbox campaign made specifically for our guests.
We play and call it work. MiniWarGaming's Age of Sigmar Battle Report.
Today I am joined by Jeremy from the far, far, far away city of Toronto, Ontario, and he will be playing his Nighthaunt army representing death as he attacks the Skaven, holding up in the Forgotten Forest for today's 2,000 point battle report. Let's take a look at my Skaven list first. Now, this force has been assaulted by the OCR Bonereapers in the past, and the Skaven fought them off and established themselves here in the Forgotten Forest. But that's not going to be true for these Nighthaunt. This is a second round against them, so I'm going to try and recreate the list that Scary played back in the day. We got the Plague Priest on Plague Furnace as our general. He is Rotfinger, and he is going to be leading this Skaven defense, as he did well enough before. Now, alongside him, we are going to have his Grey Seer and Warlock Engineer as advisors, or so they claim. The rest of my forces will include 2 reinforced units of Clan Rats, that's 80 of them in total, folks, and then 1 reinforced unit of Plague Monks. And then we got a lot of assistance from Clan Scryer. Now, it's not an exact list as before, because at the same time, Josh is also playing Skaven, so I had to improvise here and there. But I am going to be running a pair of Warp Lightning Cannons, 1 Doom Wheel that I must apologize to Michael, our editor. I did not give him for footage, so there is nothing here for that. I will, of course, be bringing the Warp Lightning Vortex as an endless spell. And then the last few elements of my list will be 2 units of Plague Sensor Bearers to assist Rotfinger and act as like a personal bodyguard in a roundabout way. I got 2 Rattling Guns and 5 Gutter Runners that are skulking in the woods somewhere to be seen. And that there, folks, is our Skaven list. I get no triumph because both Jeremy and I are tied. Let's go take a look at his list.
This is Jeremy representing the Short King Irregulars out of Toronto, and today I'm bringing the Purgation Force for Lady Zadora and Death in this narrative campaign. My general today is the Knight of Shrouds on Ethereal Steed. His general trait is the Spiteful Spirit, and his artifact is the Soulfire Ring. With him in his Warlord entourage are 2 Dreadblade Heroes, identical except for one of them brings the Spoils of War from another region, an extra artifact for my army, the Pendant of Fell Winds. In my command entourage, I have the fan favorite Scriptor Mortis. I have a wizard, Guardian of Souls. His spell is Seal Sayish. And finally, a Spirit Torment. Supporting them, I have a reinforced unit of Chain Rasps, a squad of Mirrenworn Banshees, 2 identical squads of Spirit Hosts, and 2 identical squads of Hex Wraiths. Let's not forget the star of my army, Nagash's own Purple Sun of Shyish. The Guardian of Souls is wearing a Midnight Tome as an artifact in order to make this thing happen. Lady Zadora is personally supervising this second attempt to purge the Forgotten Forest, riding in the Black Coach. Her rider is equipped with a Reaper Scythe and not the Soulfire Grasp.
And that is it for our very spooky opponents. Let's go take a look at the mission today. It's quite fitting for Skaven. Today's mission is Nexus Collapse. Luca loves this mission. I played it a couple times already and I am heavily addicted. Plus, it kind of represents what we're trying to do here yet again, because we are yet again trying to eradicate a Skaven infestation today. With Nexus Collapse, we will be deploying in a search and destroy style deployment on a full table today, just because why not? It's fun sometimes. So these are squares opposite one another in table quadrants, and with that, 9 inches away from the middle, we're going to have 6 objectives. As you can see here, 4 of them are going to border our territories, not wholly within, not wholly outside of, but just bordering. And then there's 2 additional objectives lingering near the edges of no man's land. The victory points for this game will be very standard. You get 1 for 1, 1 for 2, and 1 for more than your opponent, on top of 2 for every battle tactic you accomplish. And at the end of the game, you'll gain 3 points if you're able to accomplish your grand strategy. The game will last for 5 turns. Whoever has or 5 battle rounds. Whoever has the most amount of victory points after 5 battle rounds will be the winner of said mission. Now, I will say we are playing in the realm of shadows, which means we won't be using the new season of war in the match play book, but we are going to be using a mission from it because it's a fun mission. We're going to be using the battle tactics from the core rulebook in addition to the ones in our army books. Now, the big fun twist for this mission, and why I think it's so relevant for Skaven games, especially if Skaven is the narrative defender here, it's the instability rule. There are 6 objectives on the table. Starting in the second battle round, after you've determined who will go first, the player with the fewest victory points, not the one going second, but the fewest victory points, gets to pick up to 2 of the objectives to destroy. In the case of Skaven, that could be them just sabotaging their own equipment, destroying their own equipment, or in the case of Nighthaunt, just breaking the Skaven equipment and what they have set up. And any unit nearby these objectives that are destroyed might take mortal wounds on a roll of a 4-up, friend or foe in this case. And you could choose up to 2. So it could be 0 if you find yourself in a position that you don't want to do that. And on top of that, if no player has fewer victory points, if it's a tie, both players will roll a d6. The higher roller could pick up to 1 objective to destroy. In theory, if you want to be kind of volatile with this mission, you could just destroy all the objectives for fun, and then you're only scoring battle tactics and your grand strategy at the end of the game. But that is our mission for today. And here we are deployed for this game. So I'm playing Skaven. Again, like I said, this is a recreation of Ascari's list, or what units are immediately available for Rotfinger to rally in defense against the encroaching Nighthaunt forces. Nighthaunt usually come quick and aggressive, and it's kind of hard to gauge when they're going to hit you because they come from underground, they come from the walls, they come from the caverns. You never really see them come. So I got Clan Rats. I got my Grey Seer over here. He's going to know Death Frenzy as a spell, and he does not have an artifact of power. We got a Doom Wheel on the side. Now we are playing in, do you remember the name of the woods here?
This is the Forgotten Forest.
Thank you very much, Jeremy. This is the Forgotten Forest. So when we deployed our units, we have to roll a d6 for every unit we put on the table. And if that unit rolls 1, it actually just goes off on the side table and doesn't get deployed, and it has to show up in our first turn's movement phase, 12 inches away from the opponent's deployment zone, and I believe 3 inches away from something else. I double checked that. But it's essentially, if you ever played old Warhammer fantasy battles, what do we got over there?
12 inches away from enemy territory and 3 inches away from enemy models.
Models, okay, that's what I thought it might be. If you played the old Warhammer Fantasy Battle missions, this would be the meeting engagement. You don't always get all your units on the table right away. I have some Plague Monks. I got my Plague Furnace with Rotfinger on it, our clan's Pestilence Priest. He is going to be equipped with, he's our general. He is going to be a master of rot and ruin as our command trait, giving him +1 to his prayer rolls. He'll know Rabid, the +1 attack prayer. And on top of that, he'll be equipped with the Fumigatus as an artifact of power. To keep it easy for myself, we get 2 artifacts of power because of campaign rules. And the Death forces Jeremy's running will get the Triumph because they have less overall forces on the entire campaign map. And he went with
Bloodthirsty.
Rerolling, rerolling charge rolls makes sense there. Now, I do want to be transparent, guys. Because of the campaign, sometimes you play armies don't really play all that much, and I have not played Skaven with their 3rd edition rulebook, so you'll have to forgive a few missteps here and there. Hopefully they don't pop up. And that should be it for our Plague Priest there. We got one of our 2 Warp Lightning Cannons. The other one didn't show up, but that's fine because I kind of want it in the backfield anyways when it first shows up. And unlike Fantasy, you can actually shoot the turn it moves, which is fine. We do have our Warlock Engineer nearby. He is going to be equipped with the... I gave him the Brass Orb because it seemed like it'd be kind of fun as a relic. That's our 2nd artifact of power. We're able to have 2. We are running 2 battle regiments here. So that's why I don't really have too much else. I'm keeping it simple for myself, really. He is going to know Warp Lightning Shield as a spell, just in case he needs it. And then because of him, I got to roll up a few Warp Spark tokens. I got more Clan Rats over here, and in my Clan Rats, I do have a couple of what do they call, rattling guns hidden in them, so they'll pop out at some point in this game. And the only other unit I don't have is I have one of my sensor bearer units here. The other one didn't quite show up yet either. What do we got on your side here, Jeremy?
Well, don't worry, people at home, because even though Luca doesn't play his army very well, I'm not going to go easy on him. Today, we have the cavalry units of the Nighthaunt. We have Hex Race over here on the flank with a small unit of the Knight on Ethereal Steed with the Dreadblade Harrows and a Spirit Host ensemble. These are going to vanish in a second with Vanishing Phantasms.
Bye-bye.
The Banshees are here. Morty is up here, the fan favorite, who we will play correctly today, don't you worry. He can see most of Luca's army, so he should have a lot of choices to sentence to Eternal Torment. And then my blob is deployed over here, including the other Dreadblade Harrows, wearing the artifact, the Pendant of the Fell Wind. The plan here is to try and sit on this point until Luca blows it up. And Lady Isadora is back here in an advisory position. She is supervising currently. I rolled a 1 on my Hex Wraith second unit, so they're off the board right now, but they will be coming back as soon as I can get them.
That was the only one?
Yep, and I'm ready to roll for my curses when you are, Luca.
Oh, bring it on. What do we got? Who do you want? Oh yeah, D3+1 for the Emerald Host.
D3+1, here we go.
And that is a...
2, so that's 2 units I get to curse.
So you wanted my characters. I got a Gracier who could pass wounds off because he's a master clan, and we got the Warlock Engineer and the Furnace who can't.
Okay, so we're going to take the 2 that can't.
Fair.
They're cursed.
Works for me.
The Emerald Curse.
Which, if anyone's curious, at the end of every battle round, they are going to suffer D3 mortal wounds. And Skaven, infamously bad leadership, or bravery, not good at recovery. So their time is limited. Roll up his Warp Sparks. He'll have D3+2, so 5. No, D3+3. Yeah, 5. That's still the same math. We did it. You know what I'm always curious? Why don't the... I guess it's not very Skaven-y to repair things. I always realize that their engineers can't actually fix any of their things. They only do damage to them in true Skaven fashion. And we are pretty much good to go again. So that rule I mentioned about deploying, that's the only real rule for this mission. Otherwise, we go to normal rules. We are playing in the Realm of Shadows, so we're going to have a unique heroic action, a unique spell that we can all cast, and a unique command ability, which I'll cover as they pop up. I finished deploying first, so I think I had like 3 or 4 drops. You had about 6 or more, and I am going to dictate that Nighthaunt can take the first turn in this game because I don't want to deal with a double turn from the Nighthaunt because I think that is one of the nastiest ones out there. Does the Scripture Mortis in the hero phase pick...
Yes, it's a heroic action after we pick our battle tactics and everything like that.
All right, perfect.
Yeah, it was a casual 13 drop, so Luca got the choice.
Oh, 13! Fair. I mean, I run my Nighthaunt near identical. I like all the extra artifacts, like all the heroes. It kind of works out nicely. Anyways, we're going to go to turn 1 Nighthaunt and get this game going. I'm going to show this off just at the start of the game here to give you an idea of how I'll be keeping track of score words. Nighthaunt will be on the left. They're going to be the own. I'll be the enemy. I have 5 Warp Spark tokens and 3 command points because I'm going second. However, Nighthaunt are fighting in the Realm of Shadows, and they own, well, Death owns Mirage Haven, so 1 extra command point every one of their own hero phases. And then I'll be keeping track of the victory points per battle round in the 4 squares there, with the 5th one being down here. Now, showing out the Vanishing Phantasms. We mentioned it earlier, but they're all gone. They are going to be showing up in the reinforcement step, or they're going to be showing up as reinforcements later on in this game. What is the plan in the hero phase?
Okay, so I've chosen my battle tactic. We're going to seize the center. I need to have more units wholly within 6 inches of the middle than Luca's army, and since I'm going first, that should be easy. And then I am going to choose heroic leadership for my heroic action. I'm going to put it on the Guardian of Souls. How about you, Luca? What's your heroic action?
Me, I am... How many wizards? You only have the 1 wizard, right?
Only the 1 wizard.
Technically. Do you have an Arcane Tome on the Spirit of Torment?
Nope.
Nope. Okay, so 1 wizard. Then I will go with leadership as well. On my Gracier. Why not? I got a 5 on mine.
Okay.
And you got leadership. You got a 1. 2, sorry.
That's no CP for me.
All right, well, I got 1 cooking on that guy. We got another heroic action
here.
Yeah,
my next heroic action is Morty is going to see the engine and sentence it to eternal torment.
Boom. Just an ability to use in the hero phase here. Now, what this means is that guy is writing his name in a book. So, is it at the start of your hero phase, during your hero phase?
On my hero phases, I'm going to roll dice.
Yes.
And if it rolls lower,
then the battle round.
But not equal. Learn that.
So hypothetically, if we go to battle round 2 and you roll, if you roll a 1, this guy is judged and suffers 2d6 mortal wounds. And I believe you can pick a new target or the same target if you want to, after the judgment goes off. That could be quick. I have never had a pop off for me. I assume have you ever had it really work?
Technically.
Other than that one time.
No, does it?
So the Scripted Mortis is kind of like a legendary meme unit, but when he pops off, it's so freaking cool. I hope it's just not like a 2 or something when it does eventually happen. And with the Skaven, are going to try their best to hold off in the woods here, but a Nighthaunt is a real nasty matchup for Skaven, so we're going to see if Death gets the territory. Whoa, oh no.
I got one last heroic action to do. The Guardian Souls is going to cast a spell. It's going to cast Seal Shayish onto my Chain Rasps. A 5.
And you got a 4.
No, that's a no. That's a no from us.
That's it for the hero phase, so we're going to go right to movement. We're going to show you where this all ends up. Well, you know what? Before we actually start moving, we wanted to do the Midnight Tome Purple Sun right away. So we're going to cast that. So what the Midnight Tome is, it's cast on a 12, and it cannot be dispelled or unbound right now this first turn. So it's set up with an 8, and it's going to move 8, then we'll proceed with the movement phase. From the Guardian of Souls, it gets cast there, it moves up there, and then we finish moving with the units that come in from the Underworld, the Vanishing Phantasms, which technically didn't really move that far, are going to appear over there. Is that all 3 of the units?
That is all 3 units.
And the Dreadblade Harrow, I haven't run them in, but they can still teleport and disappear every turn, right?
They have the special ability to discorporate, yes.
Yep, right. Then the Scripted Mortars went down a level. Those Hex Rays galloped, essentially. That's the move where at the start of the move phase they can double their move characteristic, but they can't charge. They went right to that objective. So, with this in mind, the battle tactic is accomplished. Boom, done. That's 2 victory points there. You're on 1 objective, 2 objectives, 3 objectives, definitely more than my 2. That's a 5-point turn for Nighthaunt. Not too bad at all. And we are going to go... Did you want to have your Hex Rays show up?
Oh, that's right. We forgot about our paralyzed guys. Yes,
they can go. They need
to come in
anywhere in your deployment zone, more than 12 away from mine and 3 away from my units.
Yeah, they're just going to back up over here.
Yeah, I assume they're going to pop up around there. That's good enough, and that is the turn. 5 points for Nighthaunt, and we're going to Skaven turn 1. Just an update on the current points: 5-0, 4-4 command points because nothing was really spent there, and I still have my 5 Warpstone tokens. Alright, so for my hero phase, battle tactic, well, let me tell you all the Skaven ones are, in this matchup, nigh impossible. You have no monsters in your list for my Scryer stuff to kill you with. I got no monsters in your list for Mesh, and my characters with a lot of wounds to kill with Eshin. I'm definitely not going to be able to chant 3 different prayers with 3 different priests when I only have 1. And there's one other one that was impossible as well, so I can't do a single Skaven battle tactic. Oh, it's a Rat Ogre one. Yeah, exactly, that's what it was. Let me tell you, not all book battle tactics are made equal. So we're going to be going for core rulebook battle tactics today. Let's go for a Seize the Center. We're going to mimic what Jeremy just did and try and take that point. I'll just have more models here, but we got lots of rats. That's what we have in abundance, so that's good. And as for our actions, I don't really need to do one. I guess I could try to willpower to try and get rid of that.
Yep, you just need to bait an 8.
But then again, I think if I do willpower, and this guy he can't do his chanted prayer, so I'm not even gonna willpower. I'm just going to do leadership. But I'll pass on my. I honestly don't need a battle tactic or a heroic action. It's all good there. Gonna go for a leadership on the Knight of Shrouds. 5. And then we're gonna use one of the Realm of Shadow command abilities. They cost 0 command points. You can do them in either player command phase, and this one lasts until the end of this turn. They are gonna embrace the magics of Ulgu, and the champion is gonna order high to his own unit. They can only be targeted by attacks, spells, and abilities within 9 inches. So they're safe from any of this nonsense. So I'll have to target that elsewhere. Probably hit the Spirit Host in the middle or something, but I would much rather hit them, let me tell you. That is the target I would like to go for. So at the start of the hero phase, I'm going to have my Gracier. He is going to attempt to dispel this endless spell. I do get +1 of the roll. It's 8 to cast, so I need to show an 8 on the dice. Watch this. No problem. Oh. I'm sorry, but the Purple Sun is gone for now.
Did I just get Luca'd?
You did. That's the Luke of the dice right there. That's a master of magic over there. As for the rest of my hero phase, the Gracier can still cast 1 spell, and he is going to attempt a... Well, over Chaos, and this is technically the territory that gives... whatever faction controls it, the Umbral spell portals for free, so we're just going to go ahead and put them on the table. Why not? I got an 8. If you would like to unbind my magic, I only have 1 more cast to do, and it's going to be Mystic Shield.
I have no wizards in range. You're good.
Oh, fair. Okay. Pop. So we're going to summon the other part of the spell portal over there, so we can cast through the spell portal in future turns. That's it for his spell. This guy's got Warp Blading Shield. He doesn't really need to cast it for now. He kind of wants to Mystic Shield these rats and send them forward, so that is the plan of attack. I roll a 6, which is good enough. Technically a 7. And the only, if anyone's curious, the only wizard on the Nighthaunt side is the Guardian of Souls over there. He did not move. He wants to stay away from my wizard on the previous turn to cast spells, and stayed 31 away. So I'll have to move into him if I want to unbind magics. We are going to end our hero phase there because there's not much else to do. I got the Mystic Shield. That's nice. Boop. Jeremy's kind enough to let me use his little accoutrements here, so I got a Mystic Shield on them. And we're going to go right to movement. I don't think I want to charge with the rats. They don't really, like, do well in combat.
Charge, yes, yes.
No, charge, no, coward. If afraid we are, we're going to just move forward. We are going to act the double them, and we're going to show you where they end up. We move our rats forward to get have more models in the center of the board, which is right about here within 6. We accomplish that, but it does trigger a redeploy on the Spirit Host, which makes my line of sight with my Warp Lightning Cannon kind of bunked. Because I can't see them because of the command ability. Now they're behind this piece of terrain and I can't see through it. And he's got no targets this turn because it's only 24-inch range. So that means I'm free to run them, I guess. So I'm going to run the Warp Lightning Cannon to see where it goes because I want to move it a little bit further forward. 3, it only moves 3. It's going to go there, up and around. And then our Warlock Engineer is going to run an extra 1. He's just going to kind of go bloop-ish just to get a good look at the stairs with them, protecting him a little bit. And if I need to Mystic Shield again, they'll all be wholly within 12. I'm going to make sure, though. Then I'm going to move the rest of this stuff. The only thing I'll show you is that the Doom Wheel is going to move. It's only got 13-inch range, so it's not really going to do much. I'm going to run it, in this case. It's going to go 15, 20 inches. I don't really know what I want to do with them right now. I am going to move these they are going to fill this massive gap here. Sorry, it doesn't look... These guys kind of moved around a little bit. They're supposed to keep going here and stay there. These guys are going to stay there. There we go. Just keeping it locked down there. Staying near the Grey Seer is going to stay near the Spell Portal. Then I moved the Sensor Bears out of the way a little bit. We're going to run the Furnace, and then we're going to move the Plague Monks. We're going to run the Furnace first. It can move because it's got rats nearby. We've got a 6. Engine parks its nice old fancy keister right there. The Plague Monks bring in the rear. And that will, and most of my movement, I got to bring in my Gut Runners, and I got to bring in my, wow, what's it called? The freaking, oh, I remember. My other cannon, that's what it was. And from the territory effect, we put our second Warp Lightning Cannon down. Has to be wholly in my territory, and more than 12 away from Jeremy's. I can't put it anywhere to get shots on the enemy. I could put it like front and center over there, but it won't be near the engineer, so I might as well hunker down here for now. And hope for the best, I guess, and ideally not expect the worst. And then we are going to put the Gutter Runner. Oh, and then the other Sensor Bear showed up right there. Same idea, holding my territory, more than 12 away from Jeremy's, which is over there. And then I'm going to put down my Gutter Runner somewhere near terrain and more than 9 away from the enemy. And I decided to hide them way the heck over here. I could go for the objective, but it actually wouldn't give me any additional victory points. Because I'm already going to be on 2, and I won't be on more than Jeremy because he's on 3. I'd have to wrestle him off of 1, and I can't do that. So I figured I'd put him over here to threaten that objective anyways. They can run and shoot their little throwing stars because they're like little rat assassins, so it should be a-okay. So that is the end of my turn. I have no shooting, sadly. And I'm Skaven. I could put rattling guns down, but I don't want to expose them yet. I want to wait till turn 2. Rattling guns in there. I got rattling guns in there. They're going to pop out a little bit later, and we're going to hope for the best here. We're going to end our turn, and we are on 4 victory points, because we've got 1 objective, 2 objectives, not more, but we do get our battle tactic. And that gives you the lead. But in the second round, I can blow up to 2 objectives.
We're not done yet.
Not done yet.
It's time to curse you.
Oh, yes, end of the battle round. Bring it on. What do you want to roll for first?
All right, so let's do, I think I called for this one and the engineer, right?
That is correct.
Let's do your warlord first, your general. On a 2 up.
That is a 1.
Never mind.
Okay, the curse doesn't
And then on this here, we got him.
And it is...
Take D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds.
I believe he's got 2 wounds left. Well, 2 wounds left. He's got about 1 battle round left in him. You might as well juice these up before it goes downhill. And we got a priority roll.
All right, high roll takes it.
4.
Oh, I got Luca again.
I don't quite know if I want to go. The problem is these guys won't be able to shoot anything. And I don't think there's much merit in me going now. I'm actually going to probably give you the priority still.
Oh,
I think so. I think it's, I just got the screen set up. We got Mystic Shield active. I got to wait to see where you commit to before I'm ready to hit that big red button, you know? I think it makes the most sense for me to give up priority. Sometimes going 1 to 2 with certain types of armies is not always the right time to take it. And that's it. It's going to be turn 2 for Nighthaunt. I do get to pick up objectives to explode. I would like to explode this objective for sure. The only thing within 6 is the Scriptor Mortis. He is going to suffer 3 mortal wounds as it explodes in debris.
3 6-up, feel no pains.
He is a ghost. And I see 1.
Yep, so he'll take 4. Or,
I think I want to blow up this one too. I actually don't know what the right answer on the second one is, but I'm going to do it anyways. Because uncertainty, just go with your gut. And on a 4-up, they're going to suffer... Ooh, 1 singular mortal wound.
Save.
1 ward.
Oh, you got me.
1 wound remaining, and that will be... Oh, that'll trigger the start of the new battle round. All right, next battle round. We get to roll for the Scriptor Mortis soon. That's exciting.
Yes.
3 to 3 command points because of Mirage Haven. 5 to 4 victory points. Pretty close game so far. Not bad at all. We still have 5 warps. I'm definitely not going to use all 5 of those tokens. I can tell you that without a doubt. As we go on to Nighthaunt turn 2 hero phase, what are we thinking for a battle tactic?
All right, so I've chosen Overwhelmed with Dread, which means that I need to land the Stun, the Shriek, and the Petrify special conditions from the Nighthaunt ability on the same unit.
These guys here.
I'm gunning for this big unit right here. It is Mystic Shielded, right, Luca?
Correct.
All right, so it's got a good armor buff. So my first heroic action will be... Let's
good for
Morty.
Skaven. It's good for Skaven.
All right, so my first heroic action will be... I think we're going to put a CP on our general.
The Knight of Shrouds.
Heroic leadership.
Right over here.
No.
2.
No CP. Okay.
And then we're going to do the Realm of Shadow heroic action on him as well. This will give him +2 move, and fly, which is a little redundant because he's already pretty quick. But what it does give is a 12-inch aura of -1 bravery. It hits the Nighthaunt stuff as well, but it doesn't impact them as much. But that will mostly be hitting, obviously the Skaven stuff is not ideal. But though, what it does do is it prevents my guy from recovering. If he's within 12, it makes his recovery harder. However, he is about 14 inches away from the Knight of Shrouds, so we are going to attempt a recover. Unfortunately, he is bravery 5, so we're gonna do this 1 die at a time dramatically. That's okay. We failed 1 die. A 9, eh?
Your fella got Luca.
He's gonna die, dude. That in mind, let's go to casting spells.
All right, we're gonna try to bring back the Purple Sun.
He's over there.
Ooh,
7?
So close and yet so far.
We got a 7 on the roll there.
All right, and finally, Morty is going to attempt to roll a 1 here on your Warlord and sentence him to Eternal Torment.
That's a 5.
Oh.
Close. I want to see it. I want to see it just as bad as everyone else does. Man, okay. Right. I think that's it.
Movement phase.
All right. Oh, I guess in the command phase, I'll dark. Oh. I don't think it'll matter, but I'm going to darken him. He's going to hide in the mat. He can't be targeted outside of 9.
Fantastic.
And what do you want to do in the movement phase?
So I'm going to pick up my coach. Boop. And this Dreadblade Harrow here, they're going to discorporate and reappear at the end of my movement phase.
Boo.
All right, we're going for this blob of rats right here, so here come the horses.
All of this is going to move on.
Cavalry's moving in.
Okay, so this is where the Hex Rays from here move the regular move. And then because I have nothing in reserve, everything's, all the cards are on the table, you are going to... You abandon this objective because it's not there anymore, and you're pushing your forces forward. That's a Dreadblade Harrow moving up just outside of 3. The Hex Rays following up behind. They're all back there. The Mirrormorn Banshees, the Guardian of Souls, the Spirit Torment are all moving forward from where they're hunkered down back there. So do the Spirit Hosts that were with them. These Spirit Hosts are over here. They just moved back over there. So did the Knight of Shrouds. And that kind of reminded me to look up a rule. So I'll have to correct 2 things here. I apologize. It doesn't change the state of the game at all, luckily, but feels like a little bit like I'm cheating. But the Clan Rats here, they're dead. They're 100% dead. And I'm like, oh wait, what does that mean for the weapon team inside? It actually means the weapon team would die as well. So in my movement phase, I would just have the weapon team dump out. It wasn't able to shoot anything, but I wasn't aware that it would also die if they die. So I didn't want to lose him, so I just pooped him out just to keep it safe because I expected them to die no matter what. Especially if I knew I would be giving up the turn if I won the priority roll. The other one's going to stay in there because I trust that they will live. And then I did forget to do the prayer on the priest. It's always good to do a prayer on a plague priest because they have the chance of rolling the 6+. In his case, because of his command trait, a 5+. To unlock a big plague. So I'm going to roll. What I was going to do is give them Rabid, I believe. It's the when they get +1 attack. Because I was going to do it on them because I wasn't too sure if Jeremy planned on attacking my backfield and I wanted them to be a little juiced up. So I got +1 on my roll. I got a 2, which works on a 3. I got to double check though. Boo. Put this down to remind myself of that. And more importantly, I didn't get a big plague, so it doesn't really matter all that much. And at the end of the movement phase, we show where the black coach is showing up. Oh, I guess he's coming over here as well.
I don't know if he can fit. He's got to be more than 9 inches away from you.
He could rest on the barrels, so we just moved the barrels back a little bit because there's no reason to. They're just there for garnish, so he's going to show up over there. And then there's one Dreadblade Hero. Where's he going?
He appeared right here in the middle of the map.
What up, little homie?
That's right.
That's it. Shooting time?
Shooting? You don't shoot in this army.
Right to charging.
Charges.
The goal is to hit these guys with a 10+ charge, an 8+ charge, and a 4+ charge, at least. But we've got a lot of opportunities, and you got Bloodthirsty and a command point if you need it. So chances are these guys are dead, but they're all part of the plan. You die for the Skaven plan. They know that going to battle for sure. We're going to start this off with the Mirmorn Banshee. And over here to get the roll, it's a 4. they're stuck right there.
Yeah, they're not going anywhere.
But hey, that was kind of a free one anyway.
That was a free one. I still have the key units to get in. So let's go to the Spirit Hosts next. They're right in front, the gold team.
The closest ones? Yep. And they get a 6.
That puts them in and gives me the first of the 3.
But that's a Shriek, so my clan rat's gonna be at -1. That's a Shriek. That's the first thing. So we need a 10+ and an 8+. So who's next?
Let's try and send the Dreadblade Hero.
All right.
He needs a 9+, basically.
Which is perfect. That's 9.
Oh.
That's a stun. Now we just need a 10+ for the battle tactic to finish. We got a bunch of rolls to try out here. It's a stun that is gonna directly counteract the Mystic Shield. Do you want to do the Knight of Shrouds next?
Yes, absolutely. Knight of Shrouds, our general, is coming in.
We need 10s.
Oh, well, he's still in. He's still in.
Another Shriek. I won't be all out attacking.
The Hex Blades, the Wraiths need about an 8, I would say.
I think an 8 is probably what we're looking for here. But we really want a 10.
We want the
10, 10, 10, 10. Hey! Woo, go Death! That's where they're committing the black coach. We know that needs a 9.
Come on, Coachy.
We want 8s now,
Ooh,
though.
he didn't make it. Okay, so we're gonna have to remember the mortal wounds over there.
Oh, we could do that right now, yep.
Sure, you want to do that now? Okay,
Yeah.
so here comes the Hex Wraiths.
We'll consider the reroll after this.
2 up.
That works.
D3 mortals.
You're gonna run down 3 whole rats. I'd like to pull from up here, I guess. Sure.
Bye, fellas.
Oh no, I just messed everything up. Those are dead there, and we're gonna use the Triumph to re-roll that charge roll on the black coach. We want an 8+, well, we want a 9. At least
9.
For sure 9.
Oh.
Dreadblade Hero, he just needs a 3,
get
but
a
we
baby
want
charge.
8. Hey, that's a stun. That's
Okay,
good. He's gonna join the Hex Rays there. Now we are at a -1 save, so we're gonna have to all-out defense to go back to a 5 up at least.
Boop, Hexblade Wraiths.
Hex Rays.
They've got a 9, looks like. Well, the front guy's
you can
like
fly right through the terrain, so it should be like a 7-ish or an 8 even. But we want to stun.
Give me a stun.
8+. Ooh, 7.
7.
Might
take
do
it.
And that's them getting in. So let's go do another 2-up for mortal wounds. And we are looking at, yep.
Success.
And
Take one
dead
mortal.
rat. Don't want to pull any of these casualties near the coach, or else it gets it unlocks a 4-up ward save and the ability to nuke a unit pretty heavily if it wants to. So we're just going to keep pulling from over here, I guess. That is it for the charging. Now I am striking last on these rats. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units can pile in and fight this turn before they can do anything. I'm going to all-out defense preemptively because I know I'm going to need to. So they're currently -2 to their save, and Mystic Shield and all-out defense gives them +2 to their save, so they're back to their 5-up save. Get that, guys.
Let's go.
So once per battle round, he can issue the all-out attack command to a summonable unit.
For free.
For free. So he's got a general aura, so he can target these Hex Rays, and then the Dreadblade Heroes have the Curse of Loyalty. It's, or sorry, the other one's around here somewhere.
He's hiding right
there
in
he
the
is.
middle.
There, so he can do it there. So they have the Curse of Loyalty. If the general issues a command, they can copy that same command even if it's already been issued without a command point being spent. And his is free as well, so you get 3 all-out attacks, no cost. So I assume he'll order them, and he'll order them.
That's absolutely correct. Yep, that's right.
And
Those are the units I wanted.
The only downside is they can't discorporate because they've already been ordered.
Except for one thing. He's going to give himself the all-out attack.
Not these. Okay,
yeah, so it'll be the Hex Race,
and himself.
All
right. So who do you want to attack with first?
We're going to start with the Lord himself.
Oh, because I was going to say he makes another unit attack immediately after him.
That's right.
That's not overly relevant against these guys who can't fight. All right, we'll see what the Sword of Stolen Hours can do here. All right, starting with the hooves on the Ethereal Steed.
All right, 3s and 3s.
1 hit.
Boo.
They get +1 hit for all that attack, and they're going to get +1 wound for the Guardian of Souls. All right, that's why you start with them. Warm up the dice.
Warming up the dice. So here are 5 for the Sword of Stolen Hours.
Should be 2s.
I got an
That's
auto.
a wound because of the Forbidden Touch.
Get that in there. And 2s.
Bloop. So a
There we
total
go.
of 3 saves. Is it Ren 1?
It is red.
After all the modifiers, 6s. 2 damage each, right?
2 damage each.
They crush 6 rats. Remove 6 rats from this unit. I think I'm kind of screwed because at this point, like, I'm going to lose pretty much all of these. If not, they're going to flee. because that also triggers his ability. He just like, as they flee, their soul is ripped out of them and he takes it. So that thing's pretty metal. So we're going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to this. They're all in range of the, so you're maxed out. You're at 6. So he's got 4 up ward now. And then he can choose in the shooting phase to unleash it on a 2-up and do 3d3 mortal wounds to a unit.
3d3 mortal wounds.
I think within 12 inches or something.
Within 12 inches. Yep. Okay, so the knight also has a special ability. The Stolen Hours sword is cursed, and every time he kills a model, he gets a permanent +1 wound to a maximum of 1 per round.
Yes, yes.
He's up to 7.
And then that works well with Spiteful Spirit. That's my favorite. That's actually my favorite combo. It's one of my favorite characters in all of Sigmar. Is if I'm gonna try and nuke him with range if I can. But if he takes damage, not necessarily in melee, but he just like explodes in mortal wounds to enemies nearby for messing with them. So who do you want to go next?
We're gonna go with the pumped up hex wraiths next. They're gonna pile in, and I'm gonna roll a bunch of hooves and teeth.
And then we'll do the sides.
That's right. Looking for 3s and 4s, and then 2s and 3s.
Yes, sir.
Here come the hooves and teeth. I need 3s here. Ooh.
We got some frightful touches, though. Yeah.
4's up here now. Oh, there we go. We made it back.
Grab some dice in a second, but here's 4, and I got to roll 1 more.
1 more, yeah.
And then I'm down 2 rats. I'm down 3 rats.
1 more. This time it's 2s and 3s.
These guys die.
And for the sides,
looking for 2s.
2s and 3s. Attack. Yep.
6s are good.
And 3s.
Okay. Rend on the scythe. These are 6s to save. That is 5 dead rats. 5 dead rats, eh? Well, I guess with that in mind, let's just go ahead and lose 2 there. These guys are all running, by the way, if anyone's curious. I'm going to pull these guys, and I'm going to put a couple back, because I'm going to lose 3 of them. And everything's fine. These guys are going to pile in next. This is the second squad of Hex Rays. We're going to start with the hooves. And
the teeth.
And the teeth.
And or the teeth. This guy's not going to get to fight.
No, there's a rat right here. He can.
Oh, okay, cool.
You can get him right there.
All right, I need 3s.
4s. We had 3 frightful touches and 6 wounds. 5 up, boys. What we say? 5 die. Oh, so far, we have the size to do still.
2s and 3s.
We got. Oh, that's a no frightfuls. Lots of 3s. Those ones are 6s. Oh, that one's out of the box. 6s. 4 dead, so that's 9 in total. Okay, so that is 9 dead rats. Rat life is cheap. Let's go with 5. And then we'll leave you technically there-ish. Boom. That's what we got left. And the Dreadblade Harrow right there is still able to attack. These guys can pile in, though, if they want to.
2s and teeth, 4s and 3s. Misses.
Okay, the horse misses.
And the sword on his back.
Ooh, hits
That's
twice.
2 hits, and I need 3s.
Yes, sir. 2. Rend 1.
All right, rend 1.
6s. Oh, he cuts down 4 rats.
Whoop.
Does lose all of these and keep the banner there. But I got a twist for you guys in the battle shock phase, let me tell you. With that in mind, we don't really want to pile in any of these. They can because they charge. We're going to keep them where they are. And then I'm going to fight back with my rats. Also attack these guys a little bit because I'll just pile in forward and do the damage wherever I can, I guess. And so we piled in. These 2 are going to attack those those Hex Wraiths. Not going to do much, ideally. And then we have 3, 6, 7 attacking these Hex Wraiths. We're going to leave the Dreadblade Harrow alone. Do the 7 attacks first on 5s because we got Shrieked at. You stop 2 hits, and then these wound on 4s. So we got nothing there. Then, oop. This is the other Hex Wraiths that crack a couple of hits. 1 single wound.
4 up, here we go.
Oop. You're not a ghost. And are you a ghost? 6 up.
6 up, all right, let's go.
1 damage. All right, well, that is it for combat. You get your wound like we said earlier, and we go to battle shock phase. Let me tell you, these guys cannot inspire because we're fighting Nighthaunt. Rats do not like fighting Nighthaunt because they're terrified. Well, we lost 21 models. Their bravery currently 4. So if I don't know, I'll do the math. I got bravery 4, so I'm gonna add 24 to my D6 roll, and then for every roll over their bravery, they lose a model. It's gonna be okay. So we roll a 26. That means 22 models run. Okay. They're higher because of the banner. I don't know, but they're gone, guys. They're dead. But the battle tactic is achieved the moment they what's it called? They get all 3 of the charge effects on them, the Waves of Terror. So that is 2 points for you on the battle tactic. I'll keep removing them in a second. You got 1 objective here. You got 2 objectives. You got 3 objectives. You got more than Luca. That's another 5-point turn for Nighthaunt. But this was part of the plan for the Skaven. This is where we're going to try and hit you as hard. We got 2 warplated cannons in point blank range. We got a rattling gun there. We got a rattling gun that can pop out of there near the engineer. We got plague sensor bearers. We got a plague furnace. We got a doom wheel. We got a lot we could do on this turn. But this is the beauty of the rats. This could just backfire.
Plot twist.
I could lose everything.
We might just lose everything. This might just be mutually assured destruction.
And it's up to the dice to decide where it goes. That's why I like the Skaven. All right, this is kind of where we stand. I gotta try and at least get 4 victory points again, or ideally 5. Leave our battle tactic will be repel. Pick an enemy unit partially in our territory and obliterate it out of the game. Well, these are both the same wound character. I'm going to go with that one. That's the one I want to repel. It's a little bit closer to me, I guess. The goal is to... What do I want to... Yeah, we'll repel them. No, we'll repel them. That's fine. Yeah, we're going to repel them. That's the goal. Would like to try to recover my guy.
You're going to recover, and I'm going to turn the knight into a wizard.
Oh, with willpower. Yep. Yes, willpower over there. Come on. 5. Damn, what a surprise I didn't get a 5. I don't really need the command point, guys. That's why I'm kind of being silly with it, but yeah. Okay, that is that. I don't... Oh, you wanted to use hide.
Yes, I would like to play hide on.
He's going to use the Realm of Shadow command ability. Lady Isadora. So I cannot annihilate it with warp lightning cannons, which is wise. And that is it for that. I don't really care to hide anything of myself. It's not really relevant. And embracing the darkness for the rats, it's a little risky because, you know, reduce the... But I wonder if the Grey Seer could reposition himself. And I could do it for free, and it only lasts until the end of the turn, I think. Let me double check that. If I stay near that, it doesn't matter too much. You know what I will? I will embrace the darkness on the Grey Seer. He's been here long enough in the Realm of Shadow. He wants to stay established here with his, with Rotfinger. And I'm going to assume it'd be kind of weird if the Chariot embraced the darkness. I don't really want it. It's a weird concept. But that's actually probably smart. The Chariot's going to embrace the darkness and harness the magics of Ulgu onto itself to help raise it up the ground towards the enemy.
So now it has fly.
It's got fly, but it still needs rats to move. The rats kind of like, I don't know, it did whatever shadow.
Do the rats also fly?
The shadow rats. Do the prayer first. Rabid on the... Ooh, it's probably better on them, right? Give them +1 attack.
Have you thought about converting to Nagash?
Always.
It's time.
Always.
I think it's time to start seriously considering change of religion.
Oh, you know what? Some of these rats aren't going to have a choice after this game. Let's go with a Rabid, yep, on the prayer. And we got a, okay, that's pretty good because we get +1 on our prayer rolls, which means we hit a 6 on a big plague. I'm going to give them +1 to their attack characteristic, and I got to figure out what the heck these big plagues do. This turn could potentially pop off right off the rip here, so we're going to conjure the bubonic blight plague. The nearest enemy unit within 13 inches suffers 2d6 mortal wounds. If that unit is destroyed, the unit nearest them takes d6 mortal wounds. So it's a good way just to do 2d6 to him and then d6 to the spirit host. Now granted, I guess the spirit host could eat up a lot of the wounds for him, though. I just realized that as a bodyguard thing. But he, no matter what plague I pick, it's typically the nearest within 13 or the nearest hero within 13. So I can either do the Never Plague to him, not the Never Plague. If I do the Crimson Wheel, he takes a mortal wound every turn, and so does everyone else nearby. But he's a Dreadblade hero. He can just like get away from other units easily enough and not infect them anymore. So I'm gonna just give him the bubonic blight plague. Why not?
No, you can't. He's a ghost.
He's a ghost. What? No, this is anti-ghost plagues, dude. Even this plague's so bad, even ghosts are affected by it.
I'm shocked.
Back in old fantasy, if you were death, you were immune to a lot of stuff like that. Yeah. Like poisons and plagues, but people didn't like that, so they got rid of that rule. They started writing into the rules of the game that like the toxins were like hemo-necrotic, blah, blah, blah toxins, so it would have effect against the dead things. And anyways, here's his 2d6 mortal wounds. It's only 7.
Only 7?
But you can bodyguard them.
That's right.
All right. Every 3 up is...
going to the ghost.
Yes.
4.
All right, not bad. So he takes 3 and they take 4.
That's right. And then he gets to make his saves.
That stops the plague because nothing dies.
All right, but let me make my board saves for him.
Oh yeah, he has to take these. That's right.
6 ups. All right, he takes his 3.
All right, he takes 3. They take 4. Not bad.
Base. Boop. And there's
bad little buddy. Not bad. That's the prayer done. Let's try and conjure.
So 4, so he has 2 remaining.
2 remain, thank you, yes. Let's go ahead and cast some spells. Our Gracier is going to try and cast the Warp Lightning Vortex. It's a cast on an 8.
Let's go.
We get +1 to cast it, though. Ah, it's a miscast. He's done casting. He's got no cast.
Oh, is there mortal wounds involved in that?
He's going to take 2.
Oh, no.
And he can pass them off because he's a Master Clan.
Sure.
Oh, he takes both. His brain hurts. All right, so no more casting with him. That leaves us with this Engineer who's going to try and cast. I got to look at it, but he's going to cast Warp Lightning. I don't know if it's changed. He might kill himself, too. Oh, man, I don't want him to die now.
Let's go.
He can need tokens to reroll stuff. Now, I know this Warlock Engineer is critical to my game plan, and I need him very, very much for this turn because I need him to boost up the what do they call it? The Rattling Guns and the Warp Lightning cannons here, but I'm gonna push the big red button. He's gonna cast Warp Lightning. He's gonna turn his accumulator to 11 and make it do D6 mortal wounds instead of D3 mortal wounds. However, if I fail to cast a spell or Jeremy unbinds it, my guy takes D6 mortal wounds instead.
Let's go.
Let me know if you're mad in the comments.
Just before you do this, can my guy unbind it? Does he have line of sight?
You don't need line of sight to unbind.
Oh, sick.
Just need to be within 30.
Cool.
Bam. Okay, we got a 2.
Get that in there. Get that in there.
And a 4. Ah, I hate that. I wanted to roll like an 8 or something. Okay, so I could use a token to re-roll it. And you have... Oh, do I get +1 to the cast because I'm Chaos?
7's really good.
7's not bad. I'll keep a 7.
All right.
So you have to roll an 8 to stop it.
I'm unbinding.
Please don't do it, Jeremy.
I'm unbinding.
Oh, you killed him.
unbinding.
Yes, he's dead. Oh, Skaven. All right, my plan's falling apart, everyone. My guy takes... He's dead. He dies. It's a bad... Like I said, whenever I play Skaven, I'm going to hit the big red button every time, no matter what the circumstances are. The downside is I can't do it for these big guys anymore, but that's okay, I guess. And these guys are only going to be 1 damage each, too, which kind of sucks for him, but that's okay. He could have just as easily died to the Warp Spark token.
He was also cursed.
Yeah, he was going to die this battle round anyways, most likely.
This was his chance.
That was his one turn.
And he pushed the button, so we love it. We stand.
Like, you don't kill him, he kills him.
We stand a legend. He chose his own way.
These got the rabid, and then let's go with movement phase now. Actually, I think that's where we're at. I am going to move these guys a little bit, just to like turn them, just to make room for these guys to come this way because I need the help. 4 lightning cannons. Reformed to face the enemies they want to shoot, and then the Rattling Gun team went into the ruins, and we're going to redeploy the Dreadblade Hero. 1 command point to do so, and it's going to roll 4. All right, we're going to show you where he ends up. Bye-bye,
We take those.
These guys can come out, and then we're going to move our Plague Monks out as well. They're going to move there, and then let's go ahead and run these Plague Sensor Bears, I guess. They're just going to come up and around. That's where they end up. And now I'm going to move the rats a little bit out of the way so that I can move. When it starts its move, it'll be within range of more than enough rats to be able to move. It's going to come up and around this way. I want it to, I guess, go scrapping over there, I suppose. And I don't want to run them because I need them. I want the Rattling Gun to pop out, and they can't shoot if they run. So they moved up out of the way. The Gracier did too, and this guy's got a couple of extra movement, and he's going to push just outside of 3, about maybe 4 inches away from the units over there. I'm going to hopefully do some... got a lot of mortal wounds in this list, sadly, so it can be kind of annoying when they really pop off, but it's kind of the Skaven thing. It's like high risk, high reward, high damage, and obviously, as you can see, you can lose your own units. Before we go to the shooting phase, I do want to move this Warp Lightning Cannon here. So I'm going to go ahead and roll its 4d6 move, and if I want to re-roll it, I can, but if I roll any 1s, Jeremy instead gets to move, so probably not going to re-roll it. 15 ain't bad. Zoom, that's where it ends up, so no need to re-roll there. We're going to go into the shooting phase. Start of the shooting phase, they poop out their Rattling Gun. Poop them out right there, wholly within 3 of the rat units. So we can go to shooting. I am going to start with the Doom Wheel, and naturally, we're going to push the big red button. If it wasn't clear, we're going to target this as our shooting target. It's the only thing in range. Before I actually do that, I did forget my Gutter Runners. We're going to run them. 2. Okay. His D6 attacks that are D3 damage each are going to be 2d6 attacks with the potential of doing 2d6 more wounds to myself if I roll a double on my attack characteristic. So double 1s is the biggest like spit in the face.
You got all those out of your system. You're good.
That's a drop die. Sorry, guys. Okay, so you know what? Got the 3 there anyway, so I got an 8. No doubles.
No
5
doubles.
and a 3. Breeze hit with the Warp Bolts. Oh, 1 miss. Not bad. These are on target. We're about to find out how much ghosts like lightning. Okay, 2 fails. That is 5 wounding hits. You ignore the rend. Let's draw 5 up saves.
Spoiler alert, ghosts don't like lightning.
Oh, jeez.
I made one save.
You made fun.
I
This
made one
is
save.
4d3 damage.
Let me get the dice out of your way.
Bam! So it's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8 damage from the warp plate.
8 damage. Let me show you.
They are ghosts still. They do have a ward save.
6 ups.
Saves none.
None. So
8
8
just
down.
get blasted. Do you want to make my charge harder?
Oh, good question.
You could take the 5 or inconsequential right there.
Yeah, I think I'm pulling from the front here.
5 and then 3 more casualties.
Could come from the side, I guess. 1, 2, 3.
There we go. Not bad.
Okay.
Good job, buddy. It's gonna make your charge really hard, but that was a really impressive show of lightning. Unfortunately, the gutter runners are a little too far away to throw their sick ninja stars, so they can't do it. From there, we have the 2 rattling guns to resolve, and these 2 warp lightning cannons. So the last bits of shooting because the engineer died. Damn. What do I want to do? I gotta kill them, but I'm probably gonna charge them to death. So I'm gonna start 1 warp lightning cannon into this. So the way this works is I roll a single d6, and that's the power of the shot, and then I roll 6d6 afterwards, and for every roll that equals or exceeds the power of the shot, that's the amount of mortal wounds you take. So if I roll a 1, it's just 6 mortal wounds. Let's do it in the box.
The box.
Box feels more official.
More official.
Oh! That's okay. No, it's fine. 'Cause I can still roll 6 6s.
Luca, you got Luca.
Bam! You take 0 mortal wounds. The power of the shot is teeny. We're gonna go with second one. Power of the shot, 3.
Oh, that's more
not
decent.
bad.
Yeah, that's
so
much
3 ups. You take
There we
4.
go. Not bad. Not bring those
That's-
guys.
yeah.
I'm saving it for the squad you named. All right, 4. I need 6 ups. I'll lose 2 horses. Rather than just move that guy, I'll just lose 2 horses who are not my squad champion. Boop, boop.
Then we got rattling guns. We are gonna have. Oh, I gotta double check the range, but I want to shoot them. This rattling gun is gonna fire into these hex rays there with 5 wounds left. He has 2d6 shots normally, but we're gonna pump it up to 4d6 shots with more and more hot burning warp lead. If I roll a double on any of these, he's destroyed after he resolves his
He
shot.
still gets a shoot.
Yeah.
He's safe.
That is a double 2. He's double 4. He's double dead. So we got 12 shots on him though.
Yep.
4s to hit. And bam. That is 4 wounds. 4 saves. That is 2 potential damage. Ward.
Oop.
1 fail. 2
2 fails. So that's another 1 wound just to make it easy. Actually, yeah, sorry. I have to keep
Yeah.
the so that guy dies.
Works that way. And then he's dead. Goodbye. Makes it easy for me too. One less thing you have to worry. We are then gonna fire this rattling gun into, I think the spirit host right in front is the goal. We're gonna give it all out attack as well from the grace here. I guess we'll see how many shots it gets. Technically, you see that. We're gonna push the big red button. Boop. Only go fast. No care about anything else. Double 3s. He's dead. Triple 3s technically.
Whoa.
Yeah, I wonder. So that's 9, 15 shots, and he's dead. If it's any doubles in there, it doesn't matter if there's triples or something. I'm gonna all out attack here from the grace here to give him 3s to hit. And if anyone's curious, they're releasing their gimbal limiters. That's why they're dying. Because they're clearly instructed the gimbal limiters keep you safe, yet they never use them. No one listens to gimbal. 3s! Oh, nice. 2 misses.
Nice.
Way to go.
Go to fish themselves.
Forced to wound. Oh, not bad, not bad. 6 entire wounding hits there.
That's all you need to kill them.
That's true. There's only 5 wounds in the unit, I think.
2, 4, 6. Here we go.
4s. Oh, got
need some
a boat.
saves.
Oh, half through. Just 1.
All right, 6 up wards.
Bye.
Nope. So I'll pull this one. Well, I have to pull the one that's wounded, so this one will die.
And then that guy's got 2 left.
This guy's 2 left.
Excellent. And then that's what you get for using your gimbal limiter, or not using your gimbal limiter. Dying in all this rat-like glory. This should be for my shooting. We're gonna go ahead and start charging. He is near rats, so he's able to charge move this turn. I'm gonna start over here though. These sensor bears are gonna declare charge. We're gonna try and kill these guys in melee is what we're going for, but they might just go this way, and I might gamble that they're gonna kill them off. Is the hope. Sensor bears are gonna charge 6. They're gonna charge in there. Then we're gonna have our plague monks declare a charge as well. The goal, hit the front. That is gonna be 8.
I think
That is where they're gonna end up. I'm gonna remember they get +1 to the run and charge rolls. They're different than clan rats, so they actually rolled a 9. That's where they end up. And the last thing to charge will be these plague furnace. Just gonna go forward. Choo-choo! 6. Nice. With that 6, I'm not gonna do anything too wild. I am simply gonna go boop to about there. Okay. I want to get that guy within 2, that guy there, and that guy's within 3.
You want to stay outside of the knight, or?
I want all of these in combat.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're coming.
Yeah. The goal here is to do a bunch of weird mortal wounds to things. And I'm going to keep the clan rats there because I don't want to move them. And then we're going to try a charge with the Doom Wheel. Looks like it needs a 9, maybe even a 10. All right, what do we got? 10!
Hey!
Glory to the great horned rat.
You mean Nagash?
I mean Nagash. He's absolutely going to pop a wheelie.
Meow. Boop.
Roland Doom. Any unit he passes across or ends a move within 1 inch of suffers D3 mortal wounds on a roll of a 2-up. That, my friend, is a 1, sadly. Oh. That'll be it for my charges.
Did you want to declare the long bomb, or I guess you're not within 12?
They ran.
Oh, okay.
They moved their feeties real quick that turn. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start fighting. And actually, this guy's got, at the start of the combat phase, things to do. Do you have anything at the start of the combat? I can't think of it right now, but you might.
Just to declare Discorporate when they're the target of an attack.
Gotcha.
So I'm good when you were ready.
I got a couple of things to resolve at the start of the phase with the Plague Furnace then. So with the Fumigatus, I'm going to pick the Dreadblade Harrow. On a 1 or 2, nothing bad happens to him. On a 3-up, he takes D3 mortal wounds. On a 5-up, he takes D6 mortal wounds.
Stuff that happens.
Start of the combat phase.
Woo!
And then I'm going to activate these guys first, I believe. Yep. See, I need a 3-up at least. Okay, D3 mortal wounds. It is 2.
I'll go to this unit over here.
3-ups. They go to the Spirit Host. Yeah, these Spirit Hosts are going to take the wounds instead of him. I'm going to fight first with these guys.
Oh my.
I don't know how greedy I want to get. I want some of them to attack the... what's it called over here?
The Dreadblade?
The Dreadblade.
Very cool.
So I'm going to probably do 2 into them, 2 into the Hex Rays, and 3 into the Dreadblade Harrow.
I love that.
Would you like to discorporate in this or save it for these guys?
No, I'm saving it for the repel target.
Yeah, makes sense. They're 4 attacks each because they charged, and they're +1 wound because they're near them. So these 2 into the Hex Rays first. 3s to hit. Not bad. 2s to wound because we're near monks.
Yep.
Rats. A 1 fail. So you have 5 ethereal saves.
That's
4 pluses.
I make 2.
That's 6 damage.
Okay, so I owe you 6 ward saves.
All right, do they get overcome by plague? They do. There's only 3 wounds left in them.
Yep, that get to fight on.
And then we're going
to the rest of the unit.
see if we take that harrow out. And into the character. 3 attacks. I'll roll that one. It's like sideways. And it said 3 attacks, and then 3 of them attacking. That's 4 attacks each. You have 5 saves on him.
Okay. 4 and 5.
These are 4-ups.
Whoa.
You don't care about my rend. And okay, that's not bad. It's only 4 damage. Warding.
4 saves.
You take 2. And that there is all I have. It is now Jeremy's pick.
Okay. So, Knight, and he's going to in turn activate the Spirit Host, and they're going to fight together.
That works for me.
So first will be the Spirit Host. She's just going to slide a little bit over to give him a spot. And she fights 6 times. So force.
Boom, that is no auto wounds.
Got 2 hits though.
And then the ghosts are +1 wound, -1 wound because of my Plague Furnace and the Guardian of Souls, so it's 1 wounding hit.
Rend 0.
I make my save.
Good time.
And the knight, boom, boom, boom.
The
horse, of course.
The hooves is this? Nope.
No, they both miss, and they're back to 4s.
That's right.
+1, -1.
And this is the sword on 3s. Okay, I got.
And 3s to wound.
3s, well, yes, 3 wounds. That's right. So 3 at Rend 2.
I'm gonna have to look up my armor. He does have a ward save. So he's gonna ward 3 of them and take 3.
Nice.
He has a total of 15 wounds. He's got 12 left. 12 remaining. I'm gonna definitely go with these Plague Monks. Now they get strength in numbers, so they're gonna get an extra inch on their reach.
But their target is gonna get a Discorporate.
5-up ward on him instead of 6.
Let's
Fair
go.
for me. And my favorite thing about this is I don't have to care about the 6 to hit because all it does is increase my rend, and that don't matter at all. But they get +1 attack for the prayer and +1 attack for their charge. You're gonna all-out attack as well as your Discorporate. Piled in, this one guy won't be able to pile in and fight. The rest have 2-inch reach, so they're able to fight in 3 ranks because of strength in numbers. Because the bases are all less than 1 inch. And these 3 are going to put attacks into the Dreadblade Harrow. So I got Dreadblade Harrows over here. These 3 into this Dreadblade Harrow. They're all within 2 of them. I'll do them first. They're 4 attacks each. They'll have paired weapons, not the stave. The stave is pointless on these guys because all it does is make your hit roll worse. There are 2s to hit the Dreadblade Harrow because of all that attack, and 4s to wound him. And the 6s we don't care about. Some of them have rend, but that don't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4 saves on them. That is going to be potentially 2 damage.
Yep.
2.
Takes 2.
Almost got him. Almost got him. There's still some hope to get him. And then other than that, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I guess I could have done -4 from 20 to figure out the attacks. Unfortunately, that is going to be something like 64 attacks. Yeah. Let me tell you, I don't want to roll 64 dice, so here is 3 sets of 20, and then at some point I'll roll 4 more. You know what? Right now, I'm going to re-roll two of these ones. I get 2 more re-rolls still. Everything hits. Let's see how many wounds. These are on 4s. First of the 3 is 9 wounds. 9 wounds so far. The other one, I get 2 ones to, no ones to re-roll. 4s to wound. 19 in total. That was 10 wounds there. Last set, I get to re-roll this one and this one. That's all 64. That was a 4. And boom. Not bad. So 19, that's 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. There's 24 ups. That is, I guess that's a roll. That's all the fails. Here's the rest of the rolls. There's more fails. Better roll overall, though, percentage-wise.
Yeah. I owe you all these as 1 damage each?
1 damage each. You got 9 wounds left in the unit because 1 guy's hurt.
Need some 5-ups.
Discorporated. Let's go. 9 fails. Probably looks like it. But hey, not without trying. That was pretty damn close. There's 1 more pass in there.
2, 4.
I think I just killed him.
2, 4, 6, 8. Exactly. Wow.
Unreal, dude.
Well done.
Unreal.
Well done.
Oh, hey, we got a battle technique. Go play bugs.
All right.
Now they had a fallback plan that when they die, they do mortal wounds maybe on a 6. So I could have maybe eked one out there as well. But that's my pick. This guy's kind of safe. He doesn't have to attack right now, so you can go with the Dreadblade or the Chain Rasp are your best bets. We're going to go with the Chain Rasp board. The goal here is to kill a lot so that they don't get to steal that objective away from me. It was technically safe, just not charging because I would have had it, but the Skaven want blood. We're okay. Only 1 model's within 6 anyway, so we got our 2-1. These guys are actually a half an inch away from the middle of that.
Just
so good enough. I guess you could one-shot the Doom Wheel here.
Kill the Doom Wheel.
They do have 2 attacks each. Well, 3 on the Dreadboard, which is nice.
So what are we looking at there? 2, 4.
It should be 25 attacks.
25 attacks.
4s to hit. Boop. And 6s are good. 4s to wound. That is okay. Not bad. We had that many auto wounds. He's gonna be fine. He's gonna be fine. 1, 2, 3, 4 damage. He's half dead. 4 remaining wounds. And let's go over the big guy here in the middle. I've got to figure out where I want to allocate me attacks. Put everything into the Warlord in an attempt to take him out. Now he does have a couple of wounds he can pass off still. And if I don't kill him, well, he's going to explode and do some damage. All right, the Great Plague Sensor on a 2+ it hits. All right, so it's D3 plus 4 mortal wounds, minimum 5. All right, 6 mortal wounds on him. We're going to pass these off 2 at a time. He takes 1 and the Spirit Host, it has a wound left. Spirit Host, okay, so Spirit Host
is still on 1 wound.
That's true, yeah. Okay, Spirit Host is dead.
Spirit Host is dead, and I still owe you 1 more roll. So this
there
will
was 6 in total.
Oh, it's 6.
Yeah, because I rolled a 2. It's
right,
D3.
right.
Yeah, 6.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. Here are his 6-up ward saves.
All right, he's got 3. 4. He's got 3 left because he had 7. Priest has D3 attacks with his Warpstone tipped staff. I rolled your dice, but 2 attacks all the same. Are 3s to hit and a 3 to wound. 1 wounding hit, no rend. Well, rend doesn't matter.
This is going into the Warlord again?
Yes. 4 up. He's good. And then the last thing we have is some fetid blades on the crew and the rusty spikes for charging in. The rusty spikes are on 3s. But these are only 1 damage each and 3s to wound as well. And you're going to ignore the rend. He does have 4 saves on him. What do we got here? 4 ups. Ooh, 1 might go through for a 6-up ward. We're going to have to heavily rely.
How much damage
left? Just 1.
Oh, just 1 damage.
Yep. We're going to have to heavily rely on the crew. We have 6 attacks that do 1 damage to try and take him out. Then these are 3s to hit. Oh, a couple misses. And 4s to wound. I need these to kind of do well. He's going to be fine. I can only do 1 damage here. He lives. Yeah, that's your save. And then the ward. 1 damage. Okay. 1 wound left.
1.
Go. Best case scenario. In a way. I mean, you wouldn't want to be at 1 normally.
Not really, no.
Yeah. Okay, that's it for me. You get to go ahead and pick something.
All right, so the Dreadblade Hero will pile in.
His turn. Hello. Start with the hooves.
4s and 3s. Good talk.
All right. Now the actual sword.
Actual sword is 3s and 3s.
Oh, 1 wound.
On auto. Here's a 3.
Boom.
Nope. So 1 at Rend 2.
And that goes to a 6-up, and it's 2 damage, I assume?
It's 2 damage, yes.
Protection of the Horned Rat. Nope, that's a couple more ones. 2 more damage. He's got 10 wounds remaining. This is the last thing you have to go with. It won't influence anything, so we might as well go with him.
Sure.
Do you want to pile around or just pick someone to attack?
He's just going to fight these guys here.
Smart. Yeah, they don't explode and do mortal wounds when they die.
Hooves. We got 2 hits on 3s.
They are -1 wound, but you got 6.
Okay, so that one's a success, yeah.
I think they have a 6-up. That is not good enough. That's the damage.
It's 1 point.
And then his Happy Sword.
Swords.
1 wound.
Yep.
And a couple misses. And then this is -1 wound, so 4.
No, so 1 at Ren 2.
That's 2 damage.
2
So
damage.
go right through. So 3 damage in total.
Yep.
That is bloop, dead. This guy will have a wound left. And more importantly, they have to take Battle Shock, which is not ideal. Okay, the only thing I have to resolve is the Doom Wheel over here. It's D6 attacks with this rolling Doom. We got 2 attacks. 3s to hit with his wheel, 3 to wound, 5-up save, 1 damage. Let me get the little, there's like rats inside of it. They have teeth and knives.
Nice.
6 attacks on 4s, and I got 2 of them. 1 more, so 2 wounds in total. 5 ups, and 1 ward save.
Okay, 6 up.
1 more chain.
Okay, so
1 more down. Oof. And that is the end of combat, everyone.
Okay.
So, we're going to go to Battle Shock. I have to do mine first.
At the end of the combat phase.
Oh, yes.
Spirit Torment is going to heal up a summonable unit near her.
Smart. Yep, that guy's back to full. And then he explodes.
And then he explodes on you for 6 4-ups.
Yes, it should hit. These guys are probably within 6. I'll double check, but it's going to hit him, them, and maybe them. Just double checking the Plague Monks are outside of 6, so these are only going to affect the Clan Rats as well as the Plague Furnace.
All right, 4-ups I need.
Boom, boom, boom.
And I will show you 4 4-ups. Those are mortal wounds.
That is 4 mortal wounds to each one of them. So we got the protection of the Great Horned Rat first of all, which means we're going to take 0 damage.
Oh, good talk.
All right, thank you, Great Horned Rat. I love you.
The gamey thing.
Here's the gamey thing. What's the gamey
He's
thing?
got that Soulfire ring. And it says at the end of combat. So
He does heal, yes.
he does heal because he killed those guys? He has to have killed the unit. Or sorry, kill the model.
Does it say with melee attack, with attacks?
Just says killed.
Okay, he does need to kill things with attacks, yes. Well, let's go ahead and do 4 dead rats from over here, I suppose. We'll put one of them back. We'll say we'll put you back. Why not? Boom. Battle Shocks, I got to do mine first. This is the scary one. I can't inspire these guys for several reasons. First of all, I don't have a character or a champion nearby to do it. Bravery 5, they lost 1 honored friend. He's dead. He decides to not fight anymore. These guys are not within 3 of anything. And plus, might as well use my command point here. I assume you're going to inspire these guys.
I'm going to inspire these guys here, yeah.
I'm going to inspire my rats. Now, they get D3 rats back. They rally rats to them. At the end of the we get 2 rats back. Rats.
Okay, then you score up.
Rats. We got this objective. We got that objective. That's 2. We don't have that one. And we have that one actually. So we have a majority of the objectives. So we have 3 points there, and we got the repel. That's a 5-point turn for rats.
He didn't take his wounds yet. Oh, he didn't take any. Oh my goodness. Yes. All right.
We got
curse goes off.
The curse goes off. D3 mortal wounds on him. He's the only target left.
No, it's this one. This guy.
No, you only had. I thought you only had 2.
It was the engine seer and the main guy.
Oh, because he had.
Yeah, he blew himself up. That wasn't me.
Yeah, because you didn't want to do him because he didn't have. He could pass the wounds off. That's right. It is the engine. Yeah,
Go engine. Take your 2 mortal wounds.
Let's see. Protection of the Great Horned Rat? Question mark? Not this time. This is the gamble for Skaven now. We got a priority roll coming up. Obviously, we could still do quite a bit of damage here on the table and score a bunch of points too. We do the priority roll before we blow things up. That's right. You got a 4. I do not snag it.
Nighthaunt, turn 3.
Not bad. I assume, yeah, you're going to take it, eh? Fair.
Do you want to blow anything up?
I am going to blow up that objective over there, though.
Which one? This one or this one?
Just that one.
Okay, sure thing.
I think, yeah, I want to do that one.
Okay.
No, that one for sure. I think the only thing within 6 would be the Spirit Host. I keep this one here. I like to blow up that one, though. 4 up. No, you're good. You dodge it. Here we are, everyone. I don't know why I have the Warp Spark tokens there. I've lost my Scryer character. Currently only down by 1 victory point. Tight game as we go to the 3rd battle round. So right to hero phase stuff. What do you think?
All right, so I'm going to take Slay the Warlord. I'm going to try and take down this big ugly thing once and for all, for the good of everyone, including Nagash. And then I'm going to take my heroic action. It's going to be the knight's best day ever.
And we are going to mimic that with the Plague Furnace. So that is going to be +1 to our save and +1 wound with our melee attacks. And I guess that's that for that. Do you want to do Embrace the Darkness and get -1 bravery on something nearby and get extra movement? It's free.
Oh, the heroic action? Yes. Yeah. I will take the action. I'll take it on the knight as well.
Sure, works for me.
All right.
And then it's casting and stuff, yeah.
All right.
Spectral Lure.
This guy into the chain rasps.
Good luck. You got...
Didn't think it went off.
I think it's a 6.
It's a 6.
Guy is not a great wizard.
Not a good wizard at all.
He's having a hard time, but we could do the judgment.
That's right. It's time.
1 or a 2.
It's time.
1 or a 2.
Oh,
close. We still have more turns. We still have more turns.
We still have more turns. Oh, okay. Go ahead and pause.
Dreadblade Hero over here, poof, gone. And the movement phase.
Yeah,
and they're surprised. They don't know what's going on.
Black Coach is just going to move normally.
And Black Coach is going to come up later. These guys are going to retreat from this combat and try and wiggle their control of this objective.
Properly. Yeah.
Chain Rasp retreat from that combat. I am going to redeploy them because they're elite. 3 inches. Slinking away and retreating everything over here naturally the Nighthaunt way. For dramatic
I could be dramatic and put it up there, but he's just falling back.
Here come the Mirror and I'm gonna plug that cap, get some negative effects on this guy. Spirit Torment ran, he got a 5, so he's gonna go 13 inches that away because he's a ghost and he moves very far. Spirit Hosts are coming in closer.
And same with the Guardian Spirit and Souls.
And then we gotta figure out this guy.
And finally the Coach. It reappears.
Nothing too fancy from the Coach, and then we have the Dreadblade Hero popping up somewhere. I'm gonna pop him up right behind my lines. We got some Plague Monk Sensor Bearers. Got the cannons back there. Just gonna hide for now. Running the Scriptor Mortis, an extra 5 inches. He'll go 13 as well. He's just gonna go poop right near that barricade. Alright, he is gonna use his Conjure Death powers there and do 3d3 mortal wounds. Which unit do you think you want to hit?
I'm going to target the large unit of monks.
Oh, they got nothing they can do about that. 2 up, it hits!
We got it. 3d3.
3s, here we go.
Evocation of Death.
I got no wards, we're just going to take 5.
5 wounds, yeah.
Pop. Pop, pop. Pop.
Alright.
Pop, pop.
5 more wounds charges him right back up to full again.
Boom, so we lose our 5. I actually pulled 6, but I pulled 1 back, and then boom, he's back down to 1, and now do you want to charge with him?
Coach is charging.
Coach goes 10!
It's fight last for your
That's
fellas.
a fight. That's damn good in that circumstance. That's ideal, let me tell you.
We'll take that.
They have no save, and you just want to hit first. And I assume you want to stay 3 away from them.
Yeah, it's alright. We're
gonna move, put the objective back underneath them. Crash into them, and we do mortal wounds on a 2+.
That's right.
Runaway Coach, let's go, 2+. It is D3 Immortals. These are not melee attacks, so they just fall over dead. Boppity bop.
Okay, he is going to charge off of that.
Yes, that works. We got lots of big charges in the big guy.
Put the Mirrormorn Banshees into charge mode. They're going to go 5.
Gonna charge right on in. That's going to give me -1 to hit. And Rasp charging the Doom Wheel.
5. That's another Shriek.
That's a Shriek. Doom Wheel cannot order himself, sadly. Just like that, and that's a -1 to hit. And Souls is going to make it in. We got a 7 there. Another Shriek, which won't really do much because I don't plan on all out attacking.
True, true.
And then...
I think the Pendant of the Fell Wind character is going to charge as well.
That is another Shriek, but he's making it.
Yep.
And then the hosts are next. We're going to get a 7. Another Shriek from -4 to hit. And lastly, the Knight of Shrouds. A stun, not bad. That counteracts the finest hour. Tuck him in nice and deep. Yep. And that's it for charging. Because that guy ran.
Because I have Fight Last served up over there, I think the most important thing to do is start over here.
I do get to do his mortal wounds at the start of the combat phase.
Yes. Yep. Yes, you absolutely do.
The only thing we're going to change here, because of the relic where I can do mortal wounds at the start of the combat phase, is we're going to have the Mirrormorn charge over a little bit to make room for him to charge into that spot. That way you can have the bodyguard roll from the Spirit Host. And I'm going to roll for the relic. Fumagatus. Nothing. All of that for no effect. 1 or 2 does nada.
This is the crucial fight. You're shrieked and stunned.
Yep.
And what we want to do is we want to try and kill you, but kill you with the Warlord.
Ooh. Oh,
so I can get the heal effect. So what we're going to do is we're going to use his Lord of Geist ability to give all out attack to himself and to use his copy to give it to the Mirrormorn Banshees.
Yes.
And then we're going to fight with the Banshees first, followed by the Knight in a single activation.
I will all-out defense as well to try and counteract the stun. I just got to check one thing. All right, Banshees first.
Bit 3s and 3s.
6s are good. 3s.
So 4 at Ren 2.
After everything is said and done, he's got a 6-up save. 1 hit kind of hard. That's 2 damage each. We ward 1. We take 5. He's got 3 remaining wounds. Knight of Shrouds.
Warm up with those hooves. Them hooves. Oh, I got an auto wound.
That's a wound.
And here's on 4s again, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
The Guardian Souls is +1, but the Furnace itself is -1.
Ren 0.
2 saves. He's going to have +2 to save, -1 for stun, so we're up to a 3 up. Make 1, fail 1, protection of the Great Horned Rat. We take that. We have 2 wounds left. 5 huge attacks.
2s and 3s.
That's a wound.
Take the auto.
1 fail.
And then on 3s.
Oh, 4 of them.
Ren 2.
Ren 2 on the Sword of Stolen Hours. These are 5s? Oh, 6 ups. 6 ups, yeah, Ren 2. 3 up against that.
Yep. 6 damage.
6 damage. This is it. Can I make 5 ward saves? Nah. Oh, close.
Oh.
Not without trying. I needed 2 more to live.
Wow.
He does go down, and that is.
All right.
And you heal.
I heal D6, yeah.
And we are going to lose him. End of the combat phase. He's going to heal D6 +1 because of the sword. Well, kind of heals 1 for the Sword of Stolen Hours and D6 from the Soulfire Ring.
What?
We'll say these guys are shrieked because he already had 3 on him by the time he charged. You don't want to?
No. Just play that as I called it because I really just wanted that guy dead and I was focused on him, so.
That's fair. All right, so I will go with the Clan Rats in an attempt to do some damage to this guy, I guess.
We love that.
I don't want to pull in too much more, though. We're going to pile them in here. We are going to be -1 to move for the Pen and Felwyn. Then I'm going to remember the Doom Wheel should probably attack first. So we're going to go ahead and do him first and then do these guys. So it doesn't change too much here. Discorporate in response. D6 attacks with my wheels. There's 2 of them. They hit once, it wounds, but I will do my little knife attacks and everything in addition.
Knife, yes.
Because I might as well. Oh, not a bad roll. That's a pretty spicy roll. So we got 1 wound so far from the previous one, in addition to 5 in total.
Chain Rasp 5 ups. Okay. It'll stop 3. 5 ups again.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Discorporate, genius.
And the Spirit Host is going to pile in an attack, and 2 of them are in range. Didn't really pile in too much there, so I'm not really. Me being there now doesn't change much at all.
4s and 3s.
3 wounds and a hit.
And a 3. Nope, so it's 3.
5 ups. That is 2.
All right. Famous offense from the Spirit Hosts. Very effective.
They can go, they've already piled in, and they're all going to attack the Dreadblade Harrow, which is going to be 8 attacks.
Let's go.
4s to hit. It's a good start. And then the Felwyn makes it 5s. Oh, it didn't matter too much. 2 wounds. And these are ghost saves.
4 ups.
Yeah. You want to pass it off?
Failed 1. Is it 1 damage?
Just 1.
On a 3 up, it'll go to his hosts. It's going to go to him.
Award!
6 up.
He takes it.
He really won.
He's so close. He's so close.
He's just lost all hope.
That's pretty much all I have. You get to clean me up over here, then I'll go with these guys. The 9 attacks from the Relic Bearers first, or the horses?
It's all going into your 1 big unit. It's from the horses. This is 8 hooves and teeth. 4s and 4s.
Got a hit.
And Nighthaunt. All right, I'll show you.
6 ups. 3 dead.
Okay, 9.
Relic Bearers. 3 of them have 3 attacks each for a total of 9 attacks.
Well, okay, sorry.
Yeah, these ones have to end.
These are the Relic Bearers.
Forced wound. And I have no save. That just kills another one. That's 4 dead. The Scythe. The Cleave. Ooh. It's very characteristic of this guy. That's 2 more dead. 2 more. Ain't too bad. That's 6 dead. That's going to be 3, 6. Those 6 that die, they were all within 3. They might explode into mortals. But he, as they die, he gets the charges. Yeah, interesting interaction. I just don't think I'll get any more wounds here. I got 1. I'll let you have the 4 up save for it. Doesn't matter too much for me. You have to technically do those 1 at a time. That's a waste of my time, let me tell you.
Oh, you got me though. The other fights?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and I'll do these guys later because there's technically Strike last. You have the Dreadblade Harrow.
And the Chain Rasp. Oh, we already used them, so it's just the Harrows. Dreadblade Harrows, 2s, 2 4s and 3s. That's gone. And then 3s. We'll take it. Ren 0.
You better believe that's a save. Oh. That rat put his shield up like a smart one.
Time to stab. Here we go. Okay.
Are they? Yeah, they are. Yep. And 3s to wound.
3s to wound.
That is going to be 3. A little bit less red, a little bit less attacks on him. We make 4 damage in total.
Yep.
I will take these guys.
Sounds good.
Do I have a second banner and another belt? I do, so these guys die. I don't care about the banner too much. Then these Chain Rasp board are going to try and take out my Doom Wheel. And the attacks from the Chain Rasp board. Boom, they charge, so they get +1 wound now. 3s. Average, he goes down. Boom. That is him dead.
On death.
No, that'd be cool.
Dreadnoughts.
Disappointing outcome for the poor Doom Wheel. I would have liked him to retreat and shoot things, but or not really retreating technically. These guys get to pile in and fight. They only have 3 attacks each because they didn't charge technically. This is they're gonna automatically run away too, which is sadly because Nighthaunt. Let's go ahead and do their attacks. Here's the first half. Sorry, the camera cut out there. That was weird. 1 miss though. 4 to wound in the first half. That is 4 so far. Got 4 so far. Second one. Oh wow, not a single miss.
Nice roll.
You know what? There you go, miss. And boop. You know, boom. There we go. I'll keep that one down. There we go. In 7, 8, 9. Oh, sorry. 4 more on top of the right. So that's 12. 4 ups. And then you're gonna have 4 up boards here as well, because it's got a lot of Skaven souls in them. These are only 1 damage each.
So 4 ups again.
Oh, I do get some in there. That's 5 additional damage on them.
Yep.
That goes down to 6. Okay, not bad.
I resurrect 2 of his chain rasp bros.
Oh, you can bring 3 back, I think.
Sorry, 3. You're right.
Yeah, he brings back 3 chain rasp there. This guy heals a wound, and his characteristic goes up to 8 for killing something with a sword.
And then he rolls a d6 for his Soulfire Ring, because he slayed a model.
And that's how many wounds he's going to heal. And d6 says 5, right back to almost full. He's at 7 out of 8. And then you have no bravery to do. I do, however. I lost 6 of the rats here. I believe I'm losing d6. Actually, we're bravery 4 down to 3 because of Embrace the Darkness on the Night of Shrouds. And I lost 6. So I rolled a 7, and I'm going to lose 4 little rats. But I'm going to get d3 back for their rule. So I'm only going to lose 2 rats. Technically lose 4 and put 2 back, but I'm lazy. I'm just going to take 2. Yeah, that's what we got left over there. And these guys lost 13 rats, or maybe a little bit less, but double check. I lost all 13 this turn. Their bravery currently 4 because they're within 12 of the Embrace the Darkness guy, and obviously we can't inspire because it's a real spooky ghost right there. So let's go ahead and just do the math on that. I'm going to roll a d6 and add 13. I roll a 5, that's 18. We're going to subtract 4 from 18. We're going to have to lose 14 of our rats. They're gone.
See ya, fellas.
Bye-bye.
Run, run, bye-bye.
Gonna give you this objective, because these guys are too far away from it. That is gonna give you that objective, and where's the last one?
That's all of them.
Oh, there's one over there, but that one's mine, yeah. So that's gonna be 5 victory points again for the Nighthaunt, and it's looking pretty bad for Skaven because I don't got a lot of tools left. However, if this guy pops off, and these guys pop off, and those guys pop off, we got some hope.
Time to push that red button.
Exactly. We got one more turn of pushing red buttons and hoping for the best. All right, well, I mean, if I can get 5 points this turn and do a lot of damage, well, there's some hope. Let's go. You know what? Let's try and kill this coach. That's going to be our battle tactic. It's going to be break their spirits, destroy something from your starting army. That's, boom, this target right here. Hopefully, I just get through the 4 up board. These guys just crank out like 12 more wounds, and then these guys charge in and finish the job or something. That'll be it there. As for heroic actions, I don't really need too many command points. I might just try and recover this guy because he's kind of hurt. Those bravery's a little low. Recovery. Let's go. Roll low. That's not good enough. Technically, it works because the Embrace the Shadows is not going to affect it. So he does have bravery 6. He's going to heal those wounds he took from that miscast earlier. Boop.
Yay!
Yay! Boom, rats. And you would like to recover
over yonder
on the Dreadblade hero back here.
Bravery 10. I'm
good. D3 wounds. He's at 1. He's at 3.
He's at 3, please.
Nice and healthy. Yes, the Gracier could embrace the shadows, but there's no real reason to. So we're done with our actions. We can go ahead and cast some spells here.
Yeah, I have a heroic action. I want to hide my 1 wound guy from your shooters.
Smart. We're going to hide him in the shadows. I can only target him within 9 inches. And we're going to do just that. Let's go with casting. This, try and conjure the Warplating Vortex first. On an 8, but I get +1. Got it with an 8 exactly.
Very nice.
Might as well try and stop it because, well, I mean, if you want to. Roll an 8's not too hard. Try to unbind the magics on a 9. Ooh, close. So that's the first part. We set up wholly within 13, and then these ones are exactly 7 away. It's a little equilateral triangle there. And now I roll for this guy, my clan rats, him, the spirit, them, all of this, everything within 6 of any part is hit. On a 4, we take D3 mortal wounds. On a 6 is D6 mortal wounds. Unmodified 6 is D6 mortal wounds, and then you get modifiers to the roll for each part you're also near. So if you're within 6 of 2 parts, it's +1. If you're within 6 of all 3 parts, which nothing is, it's +2 to the roll. I'll start with this guy, because he's within 6 of this one. On a 4 up, he'll take D3. Let's do it it's a little bit quick over here. He takes D6 mortal wounds.
Okay.
He takes 6. Woo. 6 mortal wounds from that one part. Ward, he dies. I did not expect that. I actually didn't even consider he'd be part of the spell. We're gonna go with the Spirit Torment now. It's gonna roll a 1. He's okay. Let's do my Clan Rats. Do the what's Night of Shrouds. We'll do him first. He's within range of 2 parts, so it's only on a 3-up if it works. So he actually dodges it as well. Do the
Banshees?
Let's do the guys right in the middle.
Spirit Hosts.
Spirit Host, thank you. They get hit for D3 mortal wounds. They just take 1.
No pain.
Boom.
Yep,
No
just
problem.
1 wound.
1 damage.
The wound is on that guy, so yeah, they're taking 1.
Who's left? Now these guys are only within range of that one, so I'll start with the Guardian of Souls. He'll suffer 3 mortal wounds.
Okay.
Would you like to pass him off? Or
Yeah, on the 3-ups.
He takes 2 and they take 1.
Yeah, and he will roll his ward saves.
Gets his ward. He takes both.
He takes.
Excellent. And then the character, the Night of Shrouds, is going to suffer D6, 4 mortal wounds. You're going right to the Spirit. He takes 1. They take 3.
Okay, and then he has a 6-up. Okay.
Boo, boo, boo. Take that guy. That guy's out of wound left. It's all the same there. And then the Mirmorn. And they're going to take nada. They're okay.
Okay.
And then I'll let you roll for my rats.
Sure.
Near the 1, they are fine.
Safe.
They're also okay. And then that triggers again at the end of the movement phase coming up. You can cast another spell. I'm going to go with Wither, I suppose, to target these guys here. Let's see, you get +1 to cast. Boom, I get it with a 10. But I think the Banshees have a special rule where they just have to roll equal to the spell's cost or something. Mirrormore are going to eat this one, and they do. Should conclude our hero phase. We're going to go right to the movement phase. I almost don't even want to move the Clan Rats, so I can't. It's only one thing redeploying, I guess. So I'm going to retreat the Clan Rats. We're going to retreat there. The Guardian of Souls is going to redeploy on a D6. 6?
Get me out.
Bye. You just want to be 6 away from all this nonsense, eh?
Get me out of this nonsense.
He's going to stay, redeploy there, staying near the Spirit Host, but away from the vortexes. All right, that's it for their move. The Grace here is going to stay where he is. And then we're going to move the Sensor Bears. I'm going to put the Guardian of Souls over there to hide away from nuke range and keep them in the back. And then we're going to move the Sensor Bears up from here to there. That's about it. These guys are going to turn to face their enemy because it just looks dramatic, I guess. We're going to try and just we're going to hit the side of it. Yeah, we're going to blow right through it. That's the plan. These clandestine guys actually move 7. I didn't realize that earlier. I thought they moved 6, but they're faster rats.
Fast.
They're coming up.
Zip, zip.
They're going to throw throwing stars. They're going to have a great time. It's going to be awesome.
It's a party.
Oh, yeah. That should be for my moving. We're going to go right to shooting. Start that with these Warp Lightning Cannons right in the side of the coach here. First die is power. 5.
Ooh.
That's not anyway. We can roll 5, 6, 5-ups.
You got this.
I got this.
You don't got this.
1 mortal wound. Then 4 aboard. Okay, no damage. Second Warp Lightning Cannon. Power. 5. I can roll 6, 5-ups.
You got this.
Oh, 3.
Oh,
and board. 0 damage. Womp womp. After I was supposed to trigger the Warp Lightning Storm.
Yes.
I immediately forgot about this guy on a 4-up. He is taking D6 mortal wounds. He is taking 3 mortal wounds on the Spirit Torment.
Taking 3.
He takes 3. He's got 2 left.
Yep.
And we're gonna go with the Guardian of Souls. No, not Guardian of Souls. That's the Dread Blade Hair. Let's go ahead and do D6 mortal wounds to him. It's gonna be 3.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom.
Host will take 2.
If you want to do a 1 at a time on him, because he's only got 1 wound, that way the order kind of matters.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, you just re-roll. Just kind of because there's no way to figure out which one would happen first.
Sure.
Technically.
Okay, so 3-up.
First one. Host takes a wound.
3-up.
Host. Okay, now he has a ward.
No, he needs a ward save.
Yeah. Okay,
He's dead.
Then there's no point in the third one. So it does kill a host and him, and then the hosts are going to take a check. They are not going to be zapped. And then we have the Guardian of, the Night of Shrouds is going to get hit for the 4 and suffer 2 mortal wounds. 2 on him. He takes 1. The Spirit Host take 1. All right. Tell me mortal wounds. These things that are doing more damage than my entire army has done all game.
This spell's pretty ridiculous.
It is a ridiculous spell.
Can't wait to run away from it.
And then, if I get a double turn, I just do it all again. You could dispel it, though. The Mirrormorn are next, the last one to do. They are fine. I'm going to continue with shooting. They're going to throw their little ninja stars this way. Throw 3 stars each. Fancy little ninja stars, 15 attacks. 6 to hit are mortal wounds. Otherwise, it's just 4s and 4s, no rend 1 damage. I want, how many models you got there? I want 15 6s here.
Let's go.
We got 3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds, and not bad, 4 saves. 5 ups. Okay, not bad. So 4 boards. 6 ups.
4 dead. Charge terrible?
Yeah. Probably. I don't know if I'll charge them, to be honest.
I'll pull from the back.
Yeah, because that way you keep more models on the objective.
The important thing is they have to be not wholly within, just within. So as long as they're within 12, I'm happy.
Yeah, you get your 3 guys back. That's true. I'm gonna bank on a double turn, I think, here. Yet again. It's not going well, but it's... I don't want to charge. Because I got to charge into the... I kind of have to charge into this thing. It's got 6 wounds left.
Yep.
I'm never going to do the damage to it I need to. But never say never. Let's go.
Let's go.
I have no shooting to resolve. After this, we're just going to charge with them. 4, good enough.
Push the red button. Let's go.
I wish these guys had a red button. They just have to hit really... they don't get the +1 wound anymore. They do get the 4th attack for charging, though.
Nice.
I would like to charge with them, but everything is too deadly because I had to go first there, and then they would just die because they have no save, and that's it. Got to roll well here. No way to give them orders. Well, that's a good start. Increased wound. That's a good follow-up. Now you have 4 ups against all that. Could do it. You need to bork this, though. You're being a ghost over here. Look at that. Only get 6 damage in, and you have a 4 up to mitigate it.
All right, here we go.
Close. Only 2 damage. 4 remaining wounds. Well, obviously, if these 4 lightning cannons rolled a little bit better, we would be in this situation. You get to fight back.
Thank you.
He's going to all-out attack himself and try and clean out these rats. 3's to hit.
That's an auto.
4's wound.
1 hit, Ren 0.
6 up. That's 1 damage.
4s.
Relic bears. 4's to wound.
And this is Ren 1.
All right. There's 1 rat with 1 wound left.
This is 2s and 3s.
Everything
it
hits.
mattered again. And
1
3s.
wound. Got him. Takes them all out.
Squeeze.
And at the end of the combat phase, the Spirit Torment can heal them over there.
Yes.
I did net at least 1 kill on them. Should be 3 from him.
I'm thinking about healing him.
It would just be 1. It's up to you. Up to you.
It's only 1 wound there. Yeah, we'll take.
Because of the durability of this Black Coach, it's actually 2 games in a row the Black Coach has stifled me. Just because, like, historically, in my experience, it doesn't do that well.
Yeah.
I've always had mine get punked. Now, granted, I was playing mine when it was, I think it was like 100 more points than it is now. But still, just falling over to like a stiff breeze. Now this thing is just, nothing's changed about its durability. It's just when my opponents use it, it just really shows how good it could be.
The potential is there.
The potential is definitely there. So I do lose my battle tactic, and I'm only on 1 objective, so I get 1 point here. If I don't get priority on this turn, I lose, and I will throw in the towel. Because all Jeremy has to do is just run away from those. He can try and dispel it if he wants to.
Oh, there'll be some dispelling.
But if you have priority, you don't take damage from it until the movement phase, and you can just run away from it. So you don't have to worry about it whatsoever. So 1 point for Skaven. Yeah, I'm going to use Insane Bravery on them because they're only Bravery 8. The Dread Warden used to make them 10, but that changed in this edition. Let's go ahead and roll priority, I guess, because all your cursed targets are dead. You've got your hunt complete.
Luca.
I know.
Good game, buddy.
Good game so far. If you win this, that's game. You got a 3.
It's not that hard.
Oh! Are you sure you want to take it?
No, because I had the priority, right?
Yeah, you get to pick.
Oh!
You break the ties. Would you like to take it and win?
It's such as the will of Nagash.
That's fair. Realistically, if we were to play out Jeremy's turn, he's got a couple of easy battle tactics, mostly just killing that unit of 5 over there.
Yeah, it's going to be broken ranks.
Get the heck away from that. How'd you like the Warp Lightning Vortex?
That is the most amazing spell I have ever seen. The geometry is just amazing. I can't deal with it. It's too much.
It enacts the Polygon Wars. But you better watch out. The triangles are going to get you. It does like crap. That thing was really, really bad last edition with the Karajan Overlords because they could cast it with the spell in the bottle. Super obnoxious. Whereas the Skaven are a little more the Skaven, I just love that spell so much. It's a lot of points, it's hard to cast. But it really shows how much power it can have, especially on the bottom half of a battle round. You cast it, you get a double priority, you do that all again. You get to do it 3 times before the opponent can really interact with it too much.
Luca, who is your most valuable mini?
Oh, mine in this list, I'm going to say the Gracier for casting the Warp Lightning Vortex.
Gracier is awesome.
I think so. I think he did miscast and kind of hindered my whole plan. Yeah. In fact, a lot of my stuff didn't really work that well when you take it into consideration. They didn't really do any damage. My guy destroyed himself. Both my Rattling Gun teams took their gimbal limiters off, obviously destroying themselves on top of that.
On their first activation.
Yeah, and then the Plague Furnace didn't really show his durability as well as he normally does.
Now, we have to give credit where credit is due. Yeah. They did their job. They all pushed the red button.
They pushed the red button.
Every single one of them.
And I'll do it every damn game. I'll do it every game. When Skaven first came out in 2nd edition, I played 3 games right away. Every game, I lost about 800 points on my second turn of my own stuff. Every time. And I haven't run a Doom Wheel since then. Now, I did learn a lesson with the Doom Wheel here. I'm used to it in fantasy where it was really good on the charge, did a lot of impact hits. This one's more you want to stay away and just shoot with it. And then when things charge it, you just roll away, do more wounds, and shoot again.
The moral of the story is you should have painted it a neon pink. It wasn't nearly techno.
I didn't even paint that one. That was Gary. Gary wanted to paint Techno Rats, and now we have Techno Rats.
Well, Techno Gary, LVP right now, I guess.
What was your MVP? Who do you think your favorite model was?
So definitely the Purple Sun.
Definitely the Purple Sun. Yeah, 80 points for now.
Yeah, 80 points.
80 points. Hey, the Warp Lightning Vortex is
It took up a whole activation of yours on the turn. Through the fear of Nagash into you were running scared from turn one. Purple Sun for the win. Second best was definitely Morty, who came out and did
he showed up.
Nothing.
No, he got zapped to death.
Oh, he did take 6 collateral damage from the triangle. You weren't even looking at it.
I didn't even consider hitting him. No. I went to go read the rules. I'm like, oh crap, that's right. It's 6-inch range from these things. These are so volatile.
Yeah.
That is like Skaven in a nutshell.
No, I think my MVP was my Black Coach coming in and dealing with your very scary unit.
He pretty much on his own handled. Well, he had help on the first wave with Hex Rays and the Dreadblade, he retreated over there. But the Hex Rays and him cleaned out the flank, and then he on his own cleaned up the second wave. He withstood 2 Warp Lightning Vortexes, Warp Lightning Cannons. He withstood the Sensor Bearer charge, and then he cleaned up all the Clan Rats, the Pestilence Rats, the Monks, and the Sensor Bearers right afterwards. This guy was definitely an MVP. Yep. But I do want to give a shout out to the Knight of Shrouds of going down to 1 wound.
Yes,
one wound, surviving, and then just cleaning up, and then just boldly charging back in again. I like it.
It was a great game, Luca. Thank you very much.
Excellent game, dude.
Thank you, MWG. Check out their stuff in the vault. They're awesome. But yeah, Lady Isadora, reign supreme.
And this is, I mean, obviously I tried to win here, but I'm not opposed to death consolidating power in the Realm of Shadows here. Now, this does mean the Umbral Spell Portal loses Chaos loses its control over the Umbral Spell Portals. All the Death armies get Umbral Spell Portal.
I can't wait to fail the spell cast roll on this turn after turn, baby. It's going to be so much fun.
It's just, I like how the Umbral Spell Portal is in like almost every single game we have in this campaign now. But it's rarely used because it's more of a technical piece. You have to build a list with it in mind. So when you have a list like, oh, here's this endless spell, you're like, okay, sure, maybe. I kind of had it. I didn't even use it really. I just, other things. Anyways, Jeremy, thanks for the great game. That was outstanding. This is like, this could have gone either way. Both of these armies are heavy counters to one another. If the Skaven crank up their mortal wounds, the Nighthaunt just fall over dead because they lose their main form of durability, right?
It's true.
They only have a 6-up board across the board. Most armies have higher, like Mag can have higher wards. Now, you might think, well, every army sucks against mortal wounds. If people don't play Nighthaunt, they don't realize how expensive their units are. Everything in Nighthaunt is very expensive because they're paying for ethereal, fly, and high movement speed.
All of it's true.
And really powerful army rules.
Skaven's a fantastic counter to it. They have a really cool interaction every game I play. And like I said, I have a lot of fun playing here at MWG. Great opponents always make for good games. So.
I appreciate the great feedback. So if you guys want to take part in this campaign like Jeremy and his friends did, go to MiniWarGaming.com/challenge for all the details. That'll be it for this game, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you again, Jeremy, for the excellent game.
Anytime.
And catch y'all later, I guess.
That's right. See you next. Win one for Nagash.
I will. The second I can play death, we're going to get there. The Nighthaunt have successfully taken the territory of the Forgotten Woods for the Death Alliance, away from the Skaven. And to continue this Age of Sigmar campaign, you better believe we got more in the MiniWarGaming Vault available to our YouTube and our Vault members. And if you're curious to check out this game, it will be between the Skaven and the Kruleboyz in a 2,000-point battle over the Smolder Bog Marsh. If you aren't a member, all you have to do is click on the link down below to sign up for a 7-day free trial where you'll have access to it as well as the rest of the content we have in the vault. Thanks again for watching. Enjoy the post game, and I'll catch you next time very soon.